right, so in this one so far, clearly we know Legends Fest has been a dud, with it being only Ultra Plats, which, given they are very good and very, unique enough. Although the Ultra Plat of UI, obviously a little bit overpowered. They always kind of do this where the stat inflation coexists, with it being, you can even see it here, Red MZ. I mean, he's literally one of the best units in the game. Despite having the flaws that he has, he still is one of the best. So it's more a determination of part 2 starts in a couple of days here. What's actually a way to make this fest from like 3 out of 10? Basically, maybe even higher if you're being kind, if you prefer the characters, which I don't give two shits about personally. But how do you get it from a 3 out of 10 to maybe part 2 is a 7 out of 10? And part 3 can be like a 6, but at least you got somewhere above the mediocrity of part 1, which last year, mediocrity. Given even the LF Zenkais, they were just trash. Free-to-plays, again, I'm still lost on why we do this. I do not care to get them. I usually do them. 14, fast, instant. They're so mediocre, so nothingness to anything that coexists. What's the point of it? And I know this sounds like a rant, but I'm just going through what part 1 has given, quote-unquote, because it's been trash, compared to what should be. And part 2, and you might hear this and be like, well, that's just not going to help. It'll help more than it'll hurt, so just hear me out on this. With it being hybrids. Hybrids deserve help. You look at character, list here with order received, it's garbage. Gotenks is garbage. Manga Gohan is a whatever, he's a DB unit, and even then he doesn't even fit with it fully. It's a strike team, it's a blast team. It doesn't make any sense. So you look for what would just make everything overall at least a little bit more different. Because right now, it's just you play for UI or you build around him. So the game revolves around one character that released 2 years ago. Kind of sounds stupid, right? We just got a big celebration. You're trying to get something that's more new to be involved in. While SG is good, he's not good enough to stop UI. He really is relying on Namek to even have his chance to stop UI and even live through UI, because that auto stopping combination there and auto stopping swappage is so pungent and powerful. So you look at Hybrid Saiyans and you look, well, who could be the one to at least help diversify, not fix? There's no fixing a meta. All metas are terrible, whether it be one way or another. Right now, the UI meta is terrible. Right before, it was still MZ and SG kind of just like overruling everything. And sure, there's answers, but there's not really solutions at that point. Who would at least help give some value to at least diversifying things? Blue Beast. He's right there. He has everything baseline set. He has the foundation of a kit. He has the stats of a good kit. He has the higher buffs that could happen, with it being, give this guy a Zenkai or Plat. They did a Banku Zenkai before they did a Tag Force Zenkai, but they did a Tag Force Plat. So reverse the roles here. Give Blue Beast a Zenkai, Revhan the Plat. Now I know it's not ideal because everyone has their PTSD of the hybrids and all, but at the end of the day, if it's going to diversify things, it's more positive than negative at the end of it all. So this would definitely help, at least in some regard. Again, I'm not trying to fix something here. I'm just trying to make it more of a big celebration. This is something they gas up every single time. Here's the festival. Here's the anniversary. 7th year was garbage for part 1. Part 2 was cool, but it introduced a lot of problems. Part 3 was garbage because the meta it created. Again, every meta becomes trash, but that really was terrible with double, triple, ultra every single goddamn match. It's painful. So, with this, UI is still meta. SG still being run. SG has a different home. UI has a different home. You have even more so than that, here's Janemba getting a different partner, with it being offense blue. We look at, this is just sad to see, blue offense units do not exist. UI is 6 months old now. This character is not holding up. He's okay, but even then, he's a build-up. We need an immediate, hard-hitting, goes crazy type of character. Blue Beast literally is that defined to a full definition of. With Puddle still being relevant, he gains more relevancy, and us having different yellow options makes it CUI is not just a mandatory option every single time. Given he's still the best one, it gives at least diversifying options, which again, keyword this whole video, diversity. That's the best part of what can be introduced within this, and it would help create that. And as I mentioned, with the Revhan Plat, it's the same premise. I mean, again, I understand the hesitation for it from the developers and for a player standpoint. I get what he created, I get the problem he was, but what else even is there? I mean, we already have Sunfam, we have Fusions, we have PO. There really is just hybrids as like the main other tag. Apologies for the psychotic cat in the background, by the way. He's just going crazy, so enjoy that noise. But Revhan, waffle. Beautiful. Revhan would be would be a phenomenal choice for, again, purple. Purple is garbage. It's CMZ, and CMZ just took a big hit from UI, from Puddle, from Kidku, from Namek. That's 4 yellow ops that he has to deal with, and that's just clearly problematic for the character. Revhan, well, he's not the perfect purple. He still has the flaws. He'll still be not as powerful as CMZ, maybe at least full mannerism. CMZ utility-wise probably be better, but you'd give a different option. It's not saying he's going to be the slayer of all these characters in the future. No. He's going to just be a different choice that can be run to an effective mannerism alongside Beast. And then the part 2 character, both LFs. What could they be? What should they be? There's varying options. People are saying it's going to relate to TOP or Daima. I mean, let's go to Daima route, right? Let's assume that. I'm kind of assuming Daima because I think it's just so free and so easy to do for them. We do the Daima Mini, Super Saiyan 4 Mini Goku and Super Saiyan 3 Mini Vegeta. Sure, but we need a new red and we need a new purple. Right now we got a green-yellow part 1. A lot of times they like to do a full color wheel thing with it being green-yellow, okay, then red-purple, and then blue as a 5th. All 5 colors get pronounced, get buffed, great stuff. Does every color need a buff? No. Do some need more than others? Yes. Red would be in that boat of you have one guy that's just kind of carrying everything. UV4 is kind of weird on teams and then falls apart. It's the opposite of blue. Blue is just a utility base and kind of okay decent offense and defense. But red needs that great utility. Demon, please. Thank you for hitting my foot. I love you. Red needs that great utility. It does. And it doesn't have that. And if it had, let's say a Diamond Mini 4Ku, Super Saiyan 3 Mini Vegeta, or even, let's say you're going to go for the TOP route, LF Goku Hit, 17 and Golden Frieza, or, which this would be a 1%, but still, a Gohan Piccolo that coexist, there's options to that. There's varying choices. If it goes the TOP route, you're going to get LOE buffs, you're going to get Uni Reps buffs, you're going to get Sunfam, you're going to get LOE again, you're going to get androids, you're going to get Universe Survival Saga, I guess, because that could be a team. Now, does UI need that? No, but I don't even think that really matters to UI. He's just a leader slot guy. It's Ultra Zar. He has the great Z ability buffers within Bardock and 4Ku. He doesn't even need that. So it buffing reps, sure, it helps him, but like if there's a red option, at least can have some situation to counteract that character. So again, all we have is UV4, and that's really it. And he's not even he's a great option, don't get me wrong. But if they just run a safety character, then SG enters, green card, 3 card, UV4 is dead. What can you do? Your teams just aren't good enough to make UV4 sustain enough, or attrition enough, or burst enough. He's not run with double glaze. So if you don't run that, how does he work? We need a decently new red to make that coexist. Again, I say the Revhan Plat, but on top of that, we make a new purple LF again, the 17 Golden Frieza, the Mini Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta, whatever is the alternate character there. It's just freeness to create so many different tags to actually vary and make stuff happen. Zenkai, Plat, double LFs to actually get varying tags because these really didn't. I mean, what is it? Movies, fusions, Sunfam, PO. Regen's not a real tag anymore, it's just PO. But really, all that was already teams. PO was already a team. Movies was okay. It was pretty ass. Actually, it got decent help. Sunfam was already a team. So these aren't really things that even needed help at that point. Saiyans was already a team, kind of, so part 1 didn't really do too much for the characters. But in part 2, there just is usually more options for less hype characters given, but what they do overall would help more, at least to the extent that it needs it. Because again, why is the part 1 main character by the end of part 1 going to be a character that's not even from this time frame? He dropped and he ruined a different part 1 when he dropped in 2023. Why are we going to have that again? We're having it again. It just doesn't make any sense to restring that, I guess, chord, and here we are doing it. So hopefully within somewhere there, they do something within that. Part 3, everyone thinks blue 4Ku, which valid guess. We do need a blue Ultra. Super Saiyan 4 Goku full power needs representation. I get it, but like, what would that do? I mean, Ultra's always ruined the game. I can't hope for an Ultra Part 3 to do anything crazy because Ultra's always ruin everything. So part 2 is the only hope that we have. So if we can get something, I have no optimism for it. I just have hope for it because these devs kind of suck most of the time. But if we can get something, it would be that. There's there's very little leeway within that. I mean, at this point, giving an Ultra and a Plat Part 2, like, give Rathan his Plat at this point for Part 2. Like, I get it, him and UI would be a problem, but I guess the Ultra abilities won't work out finite. We have other options that could coexist as well. So, I mean, there's stuff that could happen, stuff that will happen. Is it going to be good enough? I think my idea is better than what they've been doing with giving no Zenkais or LFs. I mean, it just makes no sense. Hopefully Part 2 can give within the minis, giving a buff. If not them, you get a Daima buff. If not that, Goma, whatever exists. If not that, then hybrids, give new Gohan, give a new Synchro fusing Go tanks, whatever at that point. We just gotta Go tanks. Who knows what they can do? They don't even know what the hell they're doing half the point anyways. I mean, look at Part 2 characters last year. They just buffed characters that weren't even from Part 1 and just made them more broken. So it made no sense to what they were doing. So they don't know what they're doing overall. But we'll see. It's not looking good. It usually never does. I mean, think of it. Every single celebration usually has just a shit tier meta. You're not even like, you're just coexisting. Now, I don't even log in. I log in, either do a stream, do dailies, and that's it. Or record, and that's it. I do one of three, or 2-3 things maybe peaking. There's nothing to do. I'm bored here. I'm not saying I'm asking for PvE content, because I don't give two shits about PvE. That's not for me. But no diversity when you're just always, again, trying to build around one character or build for that character itself. There's only so much you can do. Why do you think this is not a PvP video? I usually do those, right? But why not today? I just don't want to build around a fucking annoying ass UI and deal with someone dodging me for 50 counts straight and just wasting my time. It's just not fun. So hopefully we kill that guy, give him the ultra hit treatment, just top 2 for 1 week, and then boom, neutered, dogged on, destroyed next week. I doubt it, but he's on my foot. We will see. Let me know what you guys think of these ideas, and hopefully Part 2 is good. I'll see you guys in the next one.